Hey, what's up everybody? This is vlog number 3 of Get Paid for Your Pad. And today I'm going to show you the 10 things that I really like about the Airbnb listing where I'm currently staying. So let's dive right in. Number 1, the adapter. This is so important. Whenever you travel, you always want to charge all your devices. And this particular adapter is really cool because it has 2 USB outlets. Now, of course, I have my own travel adapter that also has 2 USB adapters, and it's good for Europe, US and UK, but still it's really useful when you have a second one. What you're looking at here is a device that people use to scare away insects, but it also has a little light, which is actually very useful because when you wake up in the middle of the night and you want to go to the bathroom, you don't want to turn on those bright lights, because those will make it hard for you to go back to sleep. So having a small little light in the bathroom is actually really helpful. This is an HDMI cable, which is really useful because I can plug this into my laptop, which means I can watch Netflix on the big screen, which is really cool. If you want your guests to take off their shoes, make sure to provide them with a shoe rack, like this one for example. Really convenient, and also helps your guests keep the house tidy. My next favorite item in the house, kitchen skills. Especially when you're on a diet like me, you might have noticed in video 1 that I got a little fat. So I'm doing the ketogenic diet now, which requires me to actually weigh some of my food. So this thing comes in really handy. Another thing in the kitchen which is really handy, this is a grill. Very easy to use, and it really gives your guests the opportunity to cook without creating a big mess in the kitchen and spending a lot of time. Next up is put some pieces of art in your apartment. Like this apartment has a lot of art actually, and my favorite one is obviously this one because it's all about travel. You see, this is me. Well, I guess this is the female version of me. But anyway, I really appreciate those little pieces of art that are around in this apartment. How cool is it to have some quotes on the wall? I really like this one. If you don't walk today, you'll have to run tomorrow. 2 more to go. Well, my roommate had to run out, so I'm going to film the last 2 with my selfie stick. Now, number 9. One of the most annoying things that ever happened to me as an Airbnb host was when my guests locked themselves out. They forgot to bring the keys when they went outside. And I think a very easy way to prevent your guests from doing that is the following. Having a designated spot where your guests can leave the keys can really prevent a lot of issues. And it's also really useful after they checked out that you always know where your keys are at. Last but not least, a really obvious one, but still something that I often don't find in the Airbnbs where I stay. And that is the ironing board. Right, it's very obvious, but still, people forget. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I think the takeaway from this video is that, by buying a few small things, you can actually really improve the guest experience. And so it's really low-hanging fruit to get all those little things and make sure that everything is there. So I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about the 5 things that I'm missing in this apartment. So I hope to see you then. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow.